Hi everyone, this is Popular Paxton speaking, and today I decided I would maybe try to do a little video to show you guys how I draw my faces that I put on my custom truck characters. So yeah, I've been drawing some faces today for some truck characters that need more faces and stuff. And so I thought I would maybe show you how I draw a couple of them to kind of give you guys an idea on like what I do to make them, and just kind of show you how you can try to create your own if you feel like you want to make paper faces for trucks. I mean, yeah. So the first example of a truck with a face is that I'm gonna show me drawing faces for is this truck right here. So this is Tara, who is an upcoming character in the fourth truck movie. She has yet to be seen, and so Tara is unique because, like my Brake Van Freedom, Tara has hair, and so her hairstyle is a bit unique because part of it goes over the left side of her face and across half of her left eye. So that makes it pretty interesting. So yeah, I've drawn a couple of faces already for her, and I'm going to show you like how I would draw these faces for Tara. So anyways, these two faces on the side here are what I've done so far for Tara. So this one is a like angry, annoyed face, and this one is like a sad face. And then over here are just a couple of like blue bursts of, or attempts at some different faces. A couple of these would have gone wrong. For one thing, like this, on this one, the eyes are just kind of a little too far apart, and this pupil is kind of getting a little too off to the side and not exactly in the center. This one, this eye, this was like an attempt at like a sleeping face, and so this eye is just a little too, it's just a little smaller than this one, so I felt like it didn't work right. And then this one, I actually messed up on the mouth here. It's a different face where I'll just say that on the new attempt on this face, basically what Tara is doing is that she's giving like a little, she's blowing a little air out of her mouth, like it's kind of like one of those faces, if you kind of heard me breathing like that. But she's just blowing some air out of her mouth and like tossing her hair off to the side a little. So that's why the hair is kind of waving off to the side over there instead of like that. She's kind of giving like a little that makes her hair fly up a bit. So anyways, let me show you how I'm going to draw some more faces for Tara. Okay, so I've zoomed in a bit. So usually when I make new faces, this is what I do to make them. So first I'm going to take off Tara's face right now. I usually stick these faces onto the trucks by using some clay to stick it on there. So I'm just going to put the model off to the side there. And then I usually get blank printer paper and place the faces down on it. And basically it's just kind of like a little stencil thing where I like draw around the face to like get the shape and stuff. That's kind of what I do. It's kind of like using stencils or whatever. And so if you want to use this method, just keep in mind that depending on what size, the size of the first face you draw, like if you're drawing a new face from scratch, you're gonna have to like try to get the shape and size the way you want it on the first go. Like you don't have anything, like if you don't know how big you want the face to be, you're just gonna have to go over a little bit of trial and error. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But once you have your first face drawn or whatever, and you cut it out, then you can use it as like a little stencil or whatever. So anyways, but I didn't get to the point yet. When you have a face, when you start making stencils over it, the faces are gonna get slightly bigger, just based on drawing around the face rather than drawing it from scratch, when you're drawing around the edge, it's going to make the new face slightly bigger. I hope you understand what I'm saying. But anyways, so I usually like start at the top here for the faces. So I'm pressing, sometimes I have to like scribble the pen a bit in order to make sure it's going to give out ink. Yes, it's being a little stubborn right now. There we go. So anyways, just gotta try to get this back in. Or I can just bring it down a bit. So anyways, I slowly draw around the edge here. So, yeah, I'll just wait a second till I've drawn around the edge. So once I've gotten like the top, I then like move my fingers and start getting on the sides and down to the bottom here. And so with Tara's hairstyle, the resulting shape can kind of look like a slice of bread almost, like where it's like kind of like a square from the sides and the bottom, but then it's like got a puffed up shape at the top here. It kind of looks like a slice of bread almost. And so now, since Tara's hairstyle is a bit different, since part of it goes over her face and then the other just kind of curves and stops on the edge of the face, here's what I've been doing for the last couple of faces. So I start by going up here to the edge of where it starts to curve. Okay, you gotta move the paper a bit. I go up a bit, then I stop before I get to the top just to give some room for like where the hair is on the top of the head. Then I go a little bit to the side here and I stop. I don't like try to go down just yet, because if you kind of look at the hair, it's going a little bit past the edge here. So what I do now is I go slightly forward and then I bring it up like that to kind of get the hair going over the face. So yeah, that's kind of what I do to get the hairstyle right. And then I draw the eyes. So I can't like, oh, and I almost like started drawing the pupil here, but Tara's eyes are blue. Her pupils are blue, so I'm going to quickly take this color pen, turn on the blue part, and then I'm just going to draw some blue in there. That looks okay. I mean, it pretty much hides the black that I accidentally started drawing, or whatever. Anyways, now I'm just going to draw the next eye. Gotta try not to have the eyes too far apart, otherwise it doesn't look that good. And Tara has like a pointy triangular nose. Gonna add the eyelashes carefully. And so now I'm gonna draw the next pupil. Then I'm gonna color in the hair real quickly. So it's just a simple scribble in the inside the shape, the line of the hair. I just gotta be careful not to scribble too hard on the edges, or I might accidentally go onto the face a bit. Now I'm gonna have to draw the eyebrows and decide like what kind of mouth she's gonna have. So I'm thinking this could maybe be like her scared face, so I gotta try to be mindful of how the eyebrows might look if she's scared. So I've kind of drawn them like that. And then since she's got a tooth like scaredy, because well, unless you watched one of my unboxing videos or my second truck face collection, you don't know like a little secret about Tara. She is Scaredy's mother. And anyway, so Tara has the same tooth as Scaredy, so I'm gonna try to make her scared mouth the same as like Scaredy's scared mouth. So I'm gonna have to be careful with the size here. And then I just carefully scribble in the inside of the mouth. Sometimes if a face doesn't end up looking good, I have to like try again on it. So I may try to give another go on this face. I'll just stop the video for a second and then see if I can make a better one. Because the tooth just looks a little bit too small. And like it's not exactly perfect. So I'm just going to stop for a second and then show you guys and if I made a new better face in a second. Okay, I'm back and I drew a new surprised scared face, which is this one at the top here, and it looks pretty much better than this one here. So yeah, this one is better. I'll be using it, and I also drew a few more faces. So here's one where Tara is asleep. And then these two are just like two different versions of like the same kind of face. Well, basically, this was the first one I drew before this one. This is supposed to be like she's so happy, like she could cry. Like pretty much for like the moment where she's reunited with her, or finally meets the son she never knew, which is Scaredy. So yeah, like these are like kind of two different versions of that face. Here's one where her bottom eyelids are a bit up or something. And then here's one where there are no eyelids, like up or down or anything. And then her mouth is just slightly open. And she's like an oh kind of face. So yeah. So I'm just gonna zoom out a bit. So that's how I draw faces for like Tara, and like how I drew Tara's face, like her hairstyle, and how I like basically do faces for other trucks. I just like try to make a face, like a shape from scratch, and then like just choose like certain details or something to the face, like, you know, like you can have the eyes be different colors, like black, blue, or green. You can have them have round noses or pointy noses. You could have them have some teeth or just be plain smiles. You could have them have thick eyebrows or thin eyebrows. You could choose if the female trucks could have hair or no hair. It's just all up to you on that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I draw my faces for my trucks. So you got to see some upcoming faces for the character of Tara. And I hope you liked this little tutorials video. I guess it's what it could be. And I'll just see you with the next video. I would think it might be the next part of the 4th truck movie. We'll just have to see. And anyways, this is Popular Paxton signing off.